Okay, everybody, here we go. It's going to be great. It's me, Gregory Mannarino, Friday, March 7th, 2025. We're going to be all right. We're going to be okay. We have a lot to talk about here. And, let's just start off with the basics. So, this morning, I explained to you that if we did not hold this level with regard to the stock market, we're in a lot of trouble. It was really going to be a lookout below phenomenon. It didn't look too good earlier today, let me tell you. Stocks were down across the board. Then all of a sudden, a miracle happens. Stocks went from negative to positive across the board. Whatever, man, it's good. We really don't want to see this thing fall through the floor. I think for the most part, it's going to happen anyway. And so, look, this does not mean that we're out of the water here. It means that so far we're holding a critical level with regard to the S&P 500. All right, that's where we're at. So seems lovely and fantastic. Everyone can hear me okay? Shannon, usually you let me know. So that's that. Now let us move forward, guys and girls. We're going to have lots of fun. We're going to have lots of fun. Thank you. Dollar's still sending us a warning sign. Again, there's no safe haven here. It used to be the dollar. And this is very interesting what we're seeing with regard to the dollar. I personally believe the dollar is falling off the map. I think the United States is falling off the map. We're being systematically erased. Keep that in mind because we do need to talk a little more. This whole thing with President Trump and his large-scale tariff threat on Russia and what we got out of Putin, kind of interesting. You're going to like it. Anyway, you probably know what I'm talking about. Dollar not looking too good. 10-year yield. You want to talk about volatility? Here we are, all over the freaking map. All over the map. We'll see. I believe central banks are going to use this as an excuse to inflate. They're going to buy more and attempt to stabilize the debt market. Could I be wrong? Sure, I could be wrong, but we're going to see. I promise to keep you on top of that. Here we go. Gold, silver, under a little pressure. Crude oil higher. Okay, nothing crazy going on. Now, President Trump did have his summit today, Bitcoin summit today. A big fat zero. Nothing really came out of it too interesting. Okay, whatever. Now, before we move on to the bigger things, let's go over some economic news that we got today. Here's one. Warning signs flash as job cuts hit highest levels since the pandemic. I mean, scandemic. No. Whoa, you know what I'm talking about. Are we surprised about this? No. How about this one? U.S. payroll growth totals 151,000, less than expected, much less than expected. Are we surprised? No. Let's go here. Economic warning signs flash as hiring slows and tariffs drive prices higher. Are we surprised? No. Now, this is surprising. This is. Are you ready? Look, guys and girls. I have been publicly berating Treasury Secretary Bessent here. Don't trust the guy at all. I don't know, for like a month. Oh, it's going to be great. Don't worry. Tariffs, you're not going to feel it in your pocket. Obviously, this was contradicted by President Trump. To President Trump's credit. Let's all give credit where credit's due now. President Trump said we're going to feel a pinch. Bessent all of a sudden is telling us, well, American people don't want cheap products anyway. As a matter of fact, Bessent here, our lovely Treasury Secretary, said that's not the American dream. Americans do not want cheap products. Maybe he can, I don't know, put a little light on what the American dream actually is. What do you think? So Secretary Bessent here. Bessent says the economy could be starting to roll over a little bit. That's what he said. Well, I guess we got to give a little credit where credit's due. Now, for those of you that subscribe to my newsletter, and we talked about it here, I get a little bit of information maybe before other people do from time to time. And I said, institutions are selling. This is just a couple of days. Well, we got a confirmation here from Reuters that that's exactly what's going on here in the market. Although we maintained the level that we did today, doesn't mean the party we can all just go out and, have a good time, which we're going to do anyway because it's the weekend. U.S. equity funds see large outflows on trade war worries. Let's read this. U.S. equity funds witnessed their largest. I have too much fun, man. Largest weekly outflows in 4 weeks, driven by escalating trade war fears. So institutions dumping. Are we surprised? Let's do this one together. No. I love you guys and girls. I really do, man. I'll be honest with you. Now, let us move on to the big story here. Now, if you recall, are you ready? I want you guys to just take a deep breath for a second. Everybody, do this with me. Ready? Feels good. All right. For the past several weeks now, we've been hearing from President Trump, Russia wants peace. Russia wants peace. Russia wants peace. We've all heard this, right? I mean, you want to name a media outlet, they're all saying the same thing. Trump says Russia wants peace. Trump actually said it's going to be a lot easier to deal with Russia because Russia wants peace. We've been bombarded with that, but then we get this. Trump threatens to sanction Russia. I can't read backwards. Trump threatens to sanction Russia in a bid for a ceasefire. That's good news. Good news. Let's give credit where credit's due. President Donald Trump said today he is considering large-scale sanctions and tariffs on Russia to pressure the country into a ceasefire and peace deal. Sounds great, right? Okay, lovely. So Russia wants peace. Russia wants peace. Russia wants peace. But it turns out that now there's the potential here to hit Russia with large-scale sanctions and tariffs. Let me tell you something. We're being played. We're being played. Nothing is what it appears to be, and I've been telling you this for 1,000 years. Here's what Putin had to say. We will not give up what is ours. Putin reaffirms his commitment to war in Ukraine. Vladimir, I probably am messing that up, Putin reiterated Russia's territorial claims, defenders of the fatherland. Putin said, this is in response, obviously, we do not need anything foreign, and we will not give up what is ours. So, Russia wants peace. President Trump said it a lot. Now, all of a sudden, we're going to be hitting him with big-time tariffs and sanctions, large scale. Putin says, forget about it. Don't you feel like you're being played? Oh, that's what I went, hold on a minute. I said, we're being played. We're being played. This is politics 101 here, people. We're being played. Weeks. Peace. It's going to be easy to deal with Putin because I'm the greatest deal maker on the earth. I'm goofing. I'm not, for those of you that may just got triggered, stop. I'm playing around. I'm goofing around. I'm allowed to do that. But if you can't handle a little fun and games, then maybe you don't belong here either. You know my take on it, whatever. Now, in the event that this does happen, how many of you, look, man, we already see what's happening with tariffs all over the world. It's going to make everybody rich. It's an amazing thing. During the entire campaign, President Trump, tariffs are the way we're going to go. We're going to be rich. It's going to turn us all around. It's tremendous and fantastic. If you recall during Trump's last tenure, don't take Greg Mannarino's word for this. You can take it for yourself. Tariffs were going to basically pay for everything, including the debt, which was going to be paid off, I think, in 3 years or something along those lines. Tariffs were supposed to reduce our trade deficit. That's how tariffs were sold to us during President Trump's last tenure. I'm not calling them out. I'm telling you what the facts are. You can get triggered if you like, or you can say, hey, wait, you know what? Maybe Greg is right, and I'll look it up for myself. If Greg is wrong, maybe I'll call Greg out, and Greg will admit that he's wrong. Greg will admit that he's wrong. Okay, but that's the fact. Now, the whole world, we're all hitting each other with tariffs. I guess we're all going to be rich. We're all going to be rich off these tariffs. I can't wait till there's even more tariffs. How about you? Why are we going for 10%? Why are we going for 25%? Let's make it 1,000% tariffs, because then we can all be really, really super rich. I can't wait. Okay. If you guys can go... Sorry, man. I just can't sometimes. This is a coping mechanism for me. You got it? Anyway, look, in the event that this does happen and there's I want to get it right. Large scale, see that? Large scale sanctions and tariffs on Russia. If this does happen, the United States economy, in my opinion, and you are absolutely entitled to your own take on what I'm about to show you here, but it's not going to help us at all, and we're not going to get rich off of it. So let's just tell President Trump to stop for a minute here. We know that tariffs aren't going to make us rich. We know that for a fact. Again, nations around the world, we're all hitting each other with tariffs. They are not making us rich. It's the biggest load of crap you've probably been sold, maybe in at least the last decade, or maybe the last tenure of Trump. I don't know, because it was supposed to pay off the debt. It was supposed to pay down. The trade deficit was going to be shrink, of course, too. None of that happened. In fact, a trade deficit is ballooned along with the debt and deficits. Someone around here is a little... I don't know what it is. I don't think he understands economics and finance. That's my opinion. You can think whatever you want. Jonathan, thank you. And Akesh, I appreciate that too. Oh, dude, I think it's much worse than stagflation to 29. I think we're going into inflationary depression on a massive scale. But anyway, I'm going to read this to you. And you guys, look, this is in your inbox. I didn't write this for me. I did not write this for me. I wrote this for you because I wanted you guys and girls to be prepared, because tariffs ain't making us rich. This is what's going to end up happening here. Now, Lions, President Trump is now threatening large-scale sanctions on Russia. I personally feel like we're being played, because Russia wants peace. We were told that every day over the last few weeks. Now, I wrote, this will hit the United States economy. I go on to say, if you believe that I'm wrong, well, you are certainly entitled to your opinion, and of course, you could comment here. What to expect if President Trump hits Russia with large-scale sanctions and tariffs is almost a no-brainer. Almost. But let's go on here. So the biggest economic impact of increased sanctions and tariffs on Russia would be what? What would you think? Energy prices. Okay, so I wrote here would likely be higher energy prices. Russia is a major global supplier of oil, natural gas, and also, minerals and aluminum and nickel and stuff like that. I also wrote, the stock market could see higher volatility. Well, where would you expect to see that? In energy. Also commodities, because again, Russia supplies commodities to the world. Higher input costs. This should be a no-brainer too. For businesses could slow economic growth and contribute to persistent inflation. People, what I'm telling you right here, Trump knows this. There's no way on this earth, well, maybe it's not true. Maybe he doesn't know. But I'm just going to give him the benefit of the doubt, because I personally don't think Trump is stupid. I think Trump does not understand finance and economics. That's the truth. Trump did not make his money in business. He plays this up like he was the greatest businessman in the history of the world. Trump is a genius in one thing. I'm going to roll out the red carpet for President Trump here. He is a real estate investment freaking genius. That's fact. No one can deny that the guy knows what he's talking about with real estate. He probably one of the best that there is. That's where Trump made his fortune, in real estate investments. He did not make his fortune in business. The man has had so many failed businesses, including 3 casinos. How do you lose money with a casino? 3 of them gone, poof, see ya. So Trump is a genius in real estate, no doubt, and nobody can take that away from President Trump. Fact. He does not know how to run a business. I don't believe he knows how to run a country, except for inflating massive debt and what he's doing right now. You can't equate business to running a nation anyway. The last guy, Biden, we didn't even have a president. You do realize that, right? I berated that man, and I had more nicknames for that man, Biden, than probably anyone I've ever had a nickname for in the history of me, because I come up with little names for everyone. You know that. Yelling creature and all that funny stuff. Let's not do that anymore, Gregory. Let's not do that anymore. You're a nice guy. You've turned over the loop. But that's really the truth here. We didn't have a president for the last 4 years. And the other creature that almost made it, it would have been just as bad as Biden. I'm not even going to mention her name. You know what I'm talking about. So you also call her it. But President Trump here again, not a businessman. Zero. The man made his business, his money or his fortune in being an expert in real estate investment. Hence, that's why he wants Gaza. That's why he wants to take over parts of the world here and put up hotels. Hopefully no more casinos. He can't run a casino. We know that. Okay. But anyway, I just wanted to get that out there. So anyway, businesses here in the United States could slow because of slow economic growth, persistent inflation. U.S. manufacturers relying on Russian materials could see higher production costs. Now, I said this is something I've been saying for a while. This could lead to supply chain disruptions. People, we're going to get it. We're going to get this. If this happens, this may not happen. I really feel like we're being played here. Putin wants peace. He's going to be easy to deal with. Trump actually said, and if you don't believe me on this, because Greg lies to you all the time, maybe you want to look for yourself. Trump said, Putin's going to be easy to deal with, not so much for Zelensky. All right. So, but then why are we, if it's so easy, then why is this happening here? Anyone want to tell me why that's going on? Maybe you can enlighten Greg Mannarino. Now I'm going to say something here that I don't know, man. It's in here, so I'm going to tell you anyway. So what would benefit here? There are certain companies that would benefit and see higher profits because of this. And that would, of course, be at the bottom here. With that, U.S. oil and gas companies could see higher profits from rising fuel prices. Yeah? You get it? Anyway, guys, look, man. I hope you guys and girls can walk away from this video having a perspective on what's going on here. Okay? It's important, honestly. All I want to do is give you guys information that you can act on. Actionable. I don't want to sit here and talk and make funny faces and whatever else I don't want to do that. Although, yes, I kind of do. I'll admit it. I really do want to make the funny faces. I do want to do that. I know a lot of people aren't liking my my new look here, and that's okay. I don't care. I really don't. I am rebelling. Okay, this is my rebellious new thing that's going on. I just figured that I'm not going to shave anymore. I'm not going to cut my hair anymore. I'm just going to do whatever the freak I want. And that we should all be able to do what we want. Am I correct? We live in this world where you have to conform, wear the tie, wear the suit, wear this, cut your hair, look this way. Why? I say, throw that nonsense out the window. Do what you want to do. All right. Be who you want to be. You want to grow a beard. You want to make your hair grow out if you can. Do it. Do it. And then look at yourself in the mirror and say, I am being who I want to freaking be. Become who you are. You can't change who you are from beginning to end. You are who you are, can't be changed from beginning to end. Right, Jonathan? Jonathan is dead on. Did you see what Jonathan just wrote here? This is a brilliant comment. All you guys are way smarter than me. Look at that. Sammy, I appreciate that very, very much, honestly. So I am who you... Look at Slick Rick. Slick Rick. My hat goes up. We got to be who we want to be, people. You know, I'm so sick and tired of this Babylon freaking system where you got to be this and you got to be that. You got to look this way. You got to conform to that. No, bull. You guys and girls, starting right freaking now over this weekend, you dress how you want to dress. You do what you want to do and be who you want to be. This whole conform thing, you got to be kidding me. Who came up with that idea? Something real quick. For those of you that, if you're interested in seeing this, I did a price action breakdown of silver. It's right on my website right now. There is a link in the description of this video. If you want to, you can have a look at that. I went over what we can expect in my interpretation of what we should be doing. Bullish, bearish, you know my take on silver in the long run. All right. I am the biggest raging bull on silver. Is my favorite asset of all. But this actually will put a perspective on, if you want to see it. I said, like, it's free, obviously. If you can't see, just refresh the page. Sometimes if you go to my website and you don't refresh the page, you can see a lot. I did a whole breakdown of the S&P 500 for you. I did a breakdown of silver for you. And then underneath that, I did a breakdown of the dollar, which is in a lot of trouble right now. And even if you don't understand the jargon, you probably should just go have a look at it. At the bottom of each one, basically, I give you my overall perspective. So, and again, look what I wrote here. I wrote, you're allowed to disagree with me, people. You're all allowed to. The crypto wave, absolutely. You're allowed to disagree with me, man. And I welcome that. If you read what I wrote on anything on my website and you disagree, I actually really do want to hear from you. I never pretend to be the smartest guy around here. I'm just a dude with a perspective. I like to share my things with you. And then I want you guys and girls to make up your mind, right? I want you to be who you are as well. Now, before we get out of here, now listen, I get a little bit of bad news. That much. I am going to the Nationals, drag racing Nationals in Gainesville. And I'm going to be there over the weekend. So I will not, and I do apologize for this, people, I will not be doing a markets and look ahead. It's okay. You guys and girls are on top of this. You got all this down. Jim, thank you so much. I appreciate that. So I'm going to, if you're there, Gainesville, Florida, there's the NHRA Nationals. I'll be there for the finals on Sunday. Look for me. How could you miss this? You can't miss this. I'd love to meet you. It'd be fun. So just come and say hello. Stella, I'm going to the Nationals, like I said, in Gainesville, Florida. It's going to be pretty cool. I love going to the Nationals, man. Did you see the picture of me in my race car last night? I was kissing the freaking sky. I came off the line so freaking hard, almost snapped my freaking neck. My eyeballs popped out of my head, and I'm looking up at the sky going, what do I do now? I think I'll get to the moon doing that before Elon Musk does. Someone wrote that in one of the comments on my Instagram, which I have down here. Anyway, guys and girls, anything you guys want to talk about before you go? I actually don't burn alcohol in that car, by the way. That car runs on C16 race fuel. It's 117 octane leaded race fuel. It's probably not too good for the environment. Anyway, that's kind of where we're at, guys. Anyway, when is this dystopian nightmare over? Bro, it could be over right now. Be who you want to be. Be who you want to be. Do like Greg Mannarino. Lose the shirt and tie. Get yourself a nice Rasta necklace. And be who you want. Be whoever you want to be, man. Just do that. You are who you are anyway. You are who you are anyway. You want to put on a show for people, and go ahead and do that. Or you can always be just who you want to be. And that's kind of what I say, man. Anyway, you're a lumberjack. Good for you, man. Carry a big axe. Blast a few things down. All right, guys. I think it's that time. And I'm going to miss you. I'm going to miss you guys because I'm not going to see you on Sunday. So what we're going to do is this. You ready? You know what we're going to do. You know what we're going to do. Come on. Come on. You ready? You ready? Love each other. Care about each other. Be charitable. And I'm going to add number 4. Be who you want to be. Show the world who you are. And if they don't like it, well, maybe they can read between the lines. What do you think about that? On the same page? Guys, I love you. I love all of you with all I got right in here. And I mean that with all I got right in here as well. Maybe this was kind of nasty. But seriously, do you really give a damn? Do you really give a damn about, oh, look at that person. Look what he's freaking. Do you really care what they have to say? I don't think you do. If, guys and girls, I have earned your thumbs up, I would appreciate that, because this is kind of sad. I'd like to pick that up. If you got something out of this video, I would love to hear from you. Let me know what you think about it. You think we're being played? You think we're being played a little bit? I don't know, man. I'm kind of a guy that kind of reacts like this. I always look for my first instinct. Let me tell you something else. Listen to your inner self. Listen to your gut. If you listen to your gut, you're going to be correct a vast majority of times. When I heard that these large, when this came out, after hearing for the last few weeks what Trump has been telling us, Russia wants peace, Russia wants peace, Russia wants peace, is easy to deal with, I just said in my head, no. We're being played. We're being played. Well, and nothing is what it seems to be. Anyway, I want to hear from you guys. And goes, what about all this stuff that we just covered here? We finally got the truth out of Scott Bessent. He says the economy, it might be slowing. It might be. What do you think about that? Not so lovely. Oh, guys, you guys are awesome. I wish I could stay with you guys even longer, honestly. You know what? Anyway, so look, you'll see me. One more problem. Sunday, you're not going to see me. Now, there is a chance, small chance here. You might not see me Monday either. Hardest to do that, to get you back on. You. If it rains out there, they generally will run the finals the next day, and so that means you wouldn't see me on Monday. But I'm going to hopefully get back by see me, and people start asking where I am. You know already, all right? I'm at Gainesville at the NHRA Nationals. You're going to see me Tuesday, worst case scenario, all right? I'll see all of you then. I'm looking forward to it, all right? Again, I'm out of here, and I will see you Monday, Tuesday. All right, people, look, man, take care of yourselves. Enjoy yourselves over the weekend. Maybe I'll see some of you at the NHRA Nationals. I really hope so. I'm a pretty easy guy to spot, I guess, these days. And I would love to meet you, so that would be kind of cool. With that, you guys and girls have a great weekend. Just let's put this aside, man. Let's put this aside after you finish with this video. I really would like to hear your take on this here, on my silver thing. So if you want to look at that, there is a link to my website. All right, check that out. I'm out of here. See you all early next week. All right, and that's it.